Hello and welcome back. My name is Gwendolyn Brown. I'll be watching season 17, episode 5 of SisterWives now. I'm one of the Brown family members. I feel like my perspective is kind of unique in this situation as an autistic queer woman, and I also feel like being in reality television has its unique side quirks that I would like to talk about as well. And once again, we are watching season 17, episode 5.
I went with Cody to pick this truck up about a week ago.
How's it going?
Hey. And it will be big enough to pull the trailer.
Oh, we have to buy a truck to move a trailer. I'm like, no, we don't.
How are you going to move it?
You and I honestly need to go out to the property and look at where we want our home site.
I'm moving into the trailer in 6 weeks.
What is he looking around at?
Cody's always had a lot of stuff.
Oh shoot. I hope it hasn't made a mess.
I know he doesn't have his stuff at Mary's. Of course he doesn't have his stuff at my house. He can't put his stuff at Janelle's. So it's either in storage or at Robin's.
Just let's talk to each one of your sister wives and get the permission for every little aspect.
This is typical Cody. You gotta ask your sister wives. You gotta blah, blah, blah. Why?
I'm sure it's not that big of a deal. I'm sure they would be fine with it.
I don't need their permission.
That's true. I don't think
We've already agreed.
I don't think they need permission. It's just a bunch of land that nobody's living on.
There's things that Janelle does that aren't like husband and wife, as we do things separate.
He's no longer acting as my husband here.
Holy, is this foreshadowing?
Okay.
All right.
That's a fun truck to be in. I left my water bottle in there. I left my water bottle last time my dad and I hung out, and I haven't seen it in several months. It makes me cry. I miss it so much.
I'm resistant because there's a lot of things to do. And it starts with asking other people if you can park your RV on their property.
I don't understand why they would give a shit.
I'm not going to ask.
But again, I don't think they would care. It's just a bunch of land nobody's using.
I don't have a home in 6 weeks. I could not get a hold of any rentals. I bought a trailer. I'm out there in 6 weeks.
That's tough.
Thanks for coming, gang. We're gonna
Just, look at the property and give you guys an idea.
From what I understand, we've got to pay for the property before we start doing anything. So there's a lot of steps still, and I just don't know how fast that's going to happen.
I wonder how these people felt with the cameras on them.
I don't want anything to do with Coyote Pass. It's not my land. It's their land. They can do whatever they want with it.
Period. Did she just like give it to them out of nowhere? That is so nice of her. Holy. Oh my god.
I'm trying to sit here and figure out why she thinks we're going to be able to do this.
I don't know if it's that complicated to put an RV on a little area.
I feel like if there's a will, there's a way. I think it's time that the family prioritizes paying off the property.
It's probably great on their credit scores to be paying it off though. But actually I have no idea. Maybe it's bad.
You know, I love Bonnie.
Oh my god. Totally different subject.
She was just the dear part of the family.
Obviously, I have my ups and downs, and
I swear to God, they better not make me cry again.
this week has been a down. Cody actually said to me the other day, he's like, why don't you just move up there? That was not my intention. Well, Cody probably didn't mean this in a bad way.
Oh God, I hope not.
It could be completely misunderstood.
I really hope it was just a misunderstanding.
You know, I told him I didn't want to, and he was kind of surprised. I was here at the very beginning. I helped start this family.
That sounds like he's trying to get rid of her. That is very hurtful.
Honestly, as a family anymore, it doesn't feel like we actually interact that much.
Why is he like okay with her going?
I'm not even trying to push her away.
It seems like he is. Oh my God. Okay, no, I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it was just a misunderstanding.
She's laying this burden that she has at my feet, and I'm like, well, here's a solution for you.
Oh no, not this again. I hate that photo. Stop using it. I have beef with whoever's using that photo.
I really want to have those relationships.
Beef.
And I think that things can be healed where people want to heal them.
Who approved of this photo shoot? I'm sorry if I'm hurting somebody's feelings, but I hate how I look so much.
Some days I feel better, but there's days that I don't want to, and I don't feel capable. And so I just stay in my house.
It feels very invasive to watch this. Like, as one of their kids, I'm like, this is none of my business. It's too bad it's really entertaining.
So we're gonna go see the RV like that I bought.
Oh my god, my dad was so funny with those tripods. I can't even, like, the way he carried them everywhere and stacked them up. He holds his phone with a tripod in it. I think that's so funny because he's just prepared. He's just prepared for the moment when we got to film. He holds it with he holds it from the tripod stick. It's
We're at the RV place.
so
It's Janelle's
fun.
birthday, and we're looking at her birthday present.
No, Cody did not buy this for me. I don't know what he's talking about.
I joked about Janelle, her birthday present to herself. I never made any innuendo, none, that I had bought the RV.
So my dad has made the point that the producer is accusing him of a lot of things, but what I'm watching right now is the producer is just repeating what everybody else is saying, and my dad thinks it's coming from the producer, but it's coming from the other people. So I think he's like laughing like, oh, why would you ask something like that? But poor Janelle's just like, I don't know. I don't think it was that big of a deal in the moment, but it is funny that he thinks it's coming from the producer and it's actually coming from us.
I don't think anybody's wearing a mask anymore.
Oh, she's nervous. Oh no.
All right, let's go.
Hey, please.
No, I'm not going to. I was just going to film you walking over a little bit.
That's so cute. She's nervous.
I think I saw it online and I'm like, oh, that's big. No, it's big.
It was big, especially for an RV.
It's small.
Nuh-uh.
It just seems big because we're not in it.
No. It was big, especially for an RV.
Savannah and I need to live in this.
I bet it was fun to be like minimalist.
All I can do is just keep moving forward and try to be open and flexible to whatever the future looks like.
What a woman. I adore Janelle and her just patience. That's sweet of them to help. Actually, it's not sweet. They're her kids. Obviously, they're helping. Never mind. It wouldn't have been sweet of me to help, so no silent points. Not to be a shit to my brothers.
I know some family members who the idea of us living in this RV makes them cringe.
To be fair, it made you cringe too.
Living in an RV is not something that I would want to do unless I was actually like traveling the country.
Yeah, I feel like I'd prefer to travel with it, but Savannah's still in school, so she can't really travel much yet.
Well, the whole thing just makes me feel like a lot of pressure to do a lot of something that we can't get done completely right now.
I don't know. It feels like an encouragement to start it.
Christine's leaving. That actually doesn't change my motivation for putting 5 houses on Coyote
5?
Pass so that we can rent them out as well. That's called an asset. That helps us survive our retirement.
Yeah. Plus, I bet people would love to live next to the sister wives. Witness the drama firsthand.
I've been sort of in the anger phase of divorce, so I guess this construction project kind of one of those things to get my mind off of my divorce frustration.
Oh,
but
good for you.
Every once in a while, I just get tied up in knots over Christine leaving.
There I am being a girl boss. My hair looks so greasy. Good for me. Good for me.
We're throwing Isabella a huge graduation party. You're doing great. Thank you.
It's Noelle. Oh my god, baby, it's you. She's not. It's past her bedtime. I'm being very loud.
We have a lot of decorations, but they're not staying. And the food's done.
It was hard to put the decorations up. I had to put the balloon thing up with Isabel, and it just kept falling.
I need everybody's help. I need Gwen's help. I need Isabel's help. I need Truly's help for today.
I was being helpful.
Well, Cody calls Isabel and says, how about if we go hang out today before your party? Instead of Cody saying, hey, do you need some help with Isabel's party because it's his daughter? God.
I don't know, maybe he just didn't. Oh, God.
Okay.
Maybe he just didn't think about it. I just wanted to hang
I have to
out.
have Gwendolyn run a couple of errands, so I have Truly's help. You're doing great, kid.
No, Mom, please.
You're living your best life. I like it.
My dog, okay, I'm pretty sure Doug was the one that was filming this. Noelle was obsessed with him. She still is. She loves that man. And, like, she completely inconveniences filming by being around him.
Everyone has either had a COVID test or they're vaccinated, and everybody that lives in Flagstaff is coming. And that's what Isabel was hoping for, was to get everybody together so everybody can hug.
The balloons just kept falling off and popping. It's not important, but I thought I would share.
I just told the adults a few weeks ago that I was leaving Cody, but I also wanted them to know that this might be one of the last times we get together.
Oh my god! The high school is the one that actually put those up. It wasn't us. They walked around and everybody who was a senior or something, they put them up for us. I still have mine somewhere. But I think that's so sweet of them.
Oh, look, it's Gabe, Garrison, and Savannah.
It was fun to see them. Solomon was excited to see my sword collection. Robin was like, he cannot be left alone in here with you with a sword. So I was like, that's fair.
I've got what feels like very strained relationships with a bunch of the kids. I'm not in a good place with everybody. I don't feel like I've got the respect that I should have.
Oh, there you go. I was on the trampoline with them because the kids are obsessed with me. Yep. It's not what's important right now, but yeah. It's hard that we're trying to celebrate Isabel's going away and the focus seems to be on the divorce.
So Isabel, you're 18. This is a birthday / graduation.
/ going away.
Are you sweet 17?
I'm almost sweet 18. This is an 18 party.
Yeah, so you're sweet 18. That'll get you a new car.
It did. It did get her a new car.
Happy birthday to
We weren't allowed to sing the happy birthday song when we first started filming because it was like copyrighted or something, but I think they found their way around it.
I think you should tell some stories about these pictures. Like there's so good idea. Okay.
This is a fun picture with Gwendolyn and Savannah. We're trying to distract Isabel so we can sort of set up for this song. But we want to do something special for her.
I'm excited. They practice so well.
As far as I know, this is a complete surprise for her.
It was a surprise for me too. I wasn't even there. Oh, it's so cute. Ah, I missed such a cute time. Bro, how did they get the copyright allowance for this? That was adorable.
Bravo!
We are not a musically talented family. That was so cute. It was perfect. Kind of cringy, but in the best way. Whew. Good shit. Good shit. I think I was just starting to talk to my psychiatrist about getting on medication for depression. So I was definitely separating myself from the situation because I was going through it.
I'm glad we were able to do that.
I'm extremely proud of her.
But it was such a beautiful moment.
She's just full of grace and kindness. She's had it rougher than the rest of my kids, yet here she is, glowing and shining and amazing.
She's so beautiful. Okay, I promise I'm intentionally making a face here. That was intentional. I promise. I go, oh my god, I bet some people think that I'm not trying to. Anyway, that was my graduation outfit. Again, what's her? Because I'm an amazing sister. Or gown, not outfit.
It's strange because we're in this moment and we're having a nice time. Why isn't this something worth fighting for? Why isn't this something worth staying for?
It's weird to think about. That was the last time I saw them in like a couple years. Kind of crazy. Except for like Gabe and my mom, obviously, like I've kept in touch with that side of the family. That's weird to say.
I'm living in a delusional world where I'm wishing that Christine wouldn't leave.
Oh god, what is that photo? Oh, I hate it. I look disgusting. These are not the right
It's a
things
weird thing to be
about.
getting left.
Oh no, Dad.
The message that we had to the world about functional polygamy seems so dysfunctional now.
I don't know. That one wasn't super like terrible. I'm like crying every 10 seconds. I feel bad for like everybody that's like, oh, it's over now. It's all over. Because it doesn't feel like much has changed, honestly. And a lot of us are still in touch and we're keeping up together. And, you know, it's just too bad that what should have been a celebration of Isabel and farewell party and have a great time at college has kind of been perverted into, like, your parents are getting divorced. It's kind of sad to think about. It was a cute party, though. Really fun. It lasted a very short time. It was so much fun to see our siblings and not see them forever since then. But it's just too bad, you know? Isabel deserves more celebration than that. I think it was just the timing of it that was too bad. I'm sure in the moment, everybody was enjoying it and they were having a beautiful party blast. Because she really deserves to be celebrated more. You know, she gets along with everyone in this family. Everybody adores Isabel, as they should, because she's a sweetheart. And now is the time for the most popular questions from Patreon. So every episode I ask for people to, ask questions about it. So super cute news, I was editing and I lost the entire clip with all of the questions. So I'm going to be redoing that right now and answering those questions. And you're going to be seeing me how I look when I'm editing photos with my super dad shirt. And I hope that's okay, because that's what we're gonna get. So the first question is from Jen. Was the big family party awkward, or did the family get along for Isabel's sake, or is getting along just for the cameras? Cody always seems bothered to have to do things. So the party wasn't particularly awkward, but it was weird, and there were some moments where it was like weird to see each other, and certain family members avoided certain family members. I know I avoided some people, but for the most part we did get along, especially for Isabel. We wanted to make it special for her because she deserves that, and we were just happy to see each other too. Then Katie B asks, was it really the last family gathering, or have you gathered together since then? So that was the last technical family gathering. Yes, we did have a family gathering technically at Logan's wedding, but that wasn't really for the purpose, the intention of gathering like a family. That was more because we were going to be at their wedding. Then Ash A says, Cody was saying he couldn't go to Christine's house because she chose to go back to school, as in Isabel. If he was so concerned about COVID, why couldn't he have porch backyard visits with the family like the adults do on Coyote Pass? I have no idea, genuinely. I think that it would have been so simple to do that, and we did do that a few times, and it was super easy and very uncomplicated. I think that it's just because he prefers to spend time with Robin's side of the family, and that's it. Pam Schultz says, can I help you? Okay. Pam Schultz says Janelle is really coming out as a no-nonsense, speak her truth queen this season, whereas she's always come across as shy and passive. What brought on this empowerment of finally standing up for herself? I think that she was encouraged by my mom, who has also, since the first season, become a lot more empowered, and they just seem to have encouraged each other to be more strong and independent and confident in themselves. Then Suzanne says, hey Gwen, hello Suzanne. With all the COVID drama, which of your parents and maybe siblings got vaccinated and which chose not to? So, of my parents, I'm pretty sure all of them except for Robin and my dad are vaccinated. Those two don't believe in vaccines, which is really ironic considering everything that's been going on in the show. And I'm sure some of the more evangelical parts of our family also chose not to get vaccinated because of like religious reasons and personal oppositions to it. But most of us are vaccinated. Then Leanne and Samantha Barrett have a similar question. How did you feel about Aurora and Brianna's rude comments about Janelle's RV? Is that indicative of their personalities at all? And did you find some of the comments they made to be kind of rude? So yes. So Isabel, my mom, and I were trying to like make light of it and make it seem like a more positive, fun thing and like encourage Janelle to do what she wants to do. But it does seem that some people were pretty rude about it, and maybe that's just what they were feeling. Maybe they were not having a good day. Maybe they weren't excited to see other people. I'm sure there are plenty of reasons that they were being rude. I haven't seen them in a long time. I feel like I don't want to be rude, but it's not terribly far off for Brianna to speak that way to people. But I haven't seen them in a long time, and I can't really speak to whether or not they're like that anymore. Then Raquel Davila says, why do you think tough conversations are off limits to the family? No one wants to speak their truth in fear of hurting feelings while sacrificing their own needs. I have no idea. I talk about this a lot, like not to them, because once again, we are not very confrontational. We don't like conflict. But as a family, it does feel like we do avoid a lot of hard-hitting conversations, which I don't love, but I honestly have no idea why. It could be like the way we were raised, or it could be a Mormon thing. I have no idea, and I hate it. It's terrible, but it is what it is. Then Marcellus asks, why do you think it is that Robin was only concerned about your mom having a relationship with her kids and not the other way around? Robin seems very selfish. I don't know. I feel like maybe Robin's just used to getting more attention from my father, and she's used to being more of a favorite, and now that people are not really favoring her as much and not giving her the extra attention that she used to get, she's getting frustrated and she just expects it to be the same way. I'm not really sure. I think it's unfair, but I can't speak to any reason why. It is weird though, and I don't love it. Then, last but not least, Amber White asks, was Isabel's graduation party tense at any point? Ooh, this is a Another of the same question, sorry for repeating. Seems like everyone had a good time, but editing allowed us to see what the adults really thought. So it was not very tense, but there were some awkward moments. I didn't really mention this before, so I guess it's safe to mention it now. There was a point where Robin, like, Solomon and I were hanging out in my room, and Robin, like, refused to let him be alone with me, and that might have just been because there were, like, weapons in there, and I have, like, swords, and I collect swords and stuff, but it did, I don't know, it felt like she doesn't trust the other mom's kids, and I don't know if that's just me speculating, but at the moment that's what it felt like, and that might be an explanation to another one of the questions somebody had earlier, but it wasn't particularly terrible. Oh, I guess now is a good time to mention as well. Earlier I did say that I was having a really hard time with like my depression and I was getting on medication. At one point when everybody started to get there, I started like slipping out. So I wasn't there for a lot of it, but for me it was very tense and I like sat in like the corner of the house and like cried to myself for tons of reasons. So for me it was tense, but I think everybody else had a pretty good time. Alright, and those are all of the questions for this episode, season 17, episode 5. If you would like to ask any more questions, you can join my Patreon. It's going to be the link in the description, and you can reach out to me on Instagram, or you can reach out to me in the comments of this YouTube video or any other YouTube video. The best way to reach me is through my Patreon, through messages or DMs, and if you're interested in this, if you enjoyed watching this video, please subscribe, hit that like, and if you want, you can go ahead and follow me on my Instagram. And if you want to be in the know more about the Sister Wives episodes, you can go to discoveryplus.com, where they have all of the seasons and episodes from the very beginning to the most recent one, and you can catch up or you can binge just like I'm doing. And once again, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any thoughts or comments, you can leave those in the comments below, and I will see you all next time. Thank you so much.